Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Woo, it's Friday. I'm just going to wait a sec to see if anybody joins. I did send out an email. So I'm wearing my fall gear right now, even though it's really not fall weather yet in California, which these colors are not even fall, but whatever. They are my scarf, that's what I mean by that, and the sweater that I like, and I really like the combo. So I definitely prefer fall and winter over spring and summer. I just enjoy the weather more and all of that. But I guess fall and winter version, SoCal version of the weather is what I like. I don't know if I'd have the cojones to survive in like actual cold. Okay, so I'm just gonna start hopping right in. Today, I'm Holly Tack. I'm a messaging strategist. I help women use their words to get more clients, make sales, grow their business, all of that good stuff. And this is my weekly show, Unicorn TV, episode 32. We've been doing this for quite a while. And on this show, I share mindset and practical, tactical tips to grow your business. And today is definitely on the tactical side. So today we're talking about how to inspire your audience to take action. So I want to know, have you ever made a Facebook post, on your business page or in a group, or have you ever sent out an email to your list and you put all this time and effort into it, and maybe you are asking people or inviting them to get on the phone with you to talk about what they need, see if they buy your package ultimately, for example, and nothing happens. Nobody replies, nobody comments, nobody clicks the link, nobody books a call. Tell me if you've ever been there, because I know for a fact that I have been there. And so if you're watching this as a recording, just let me know, type in the comments. Have you ever been in that position where you put out a piece of writing and nothing happens, basically? It feels like crickets. And you're wondering, like, am I invisible? Was this post invisible? I know that, Facebook algorithm might not show to that many people, but somebody should have seen it. Like, what the hell? So that being said, that's what I want to talk to you today about fixing. And so whenever we want our audience, so our audience are the people that are reading the copy. So they're reading the post, they're reading the email you sent, etc. Whenever we want our audience to take action, we need to call them to action. So if you've been in the business world at all, you've probably heard of that before, call to action. Sometimes people label it CTA, your CTAs, but essentially you want to call your audience to take an action, right? And that could be all sorts of things. It doesn't really matter. It could be having them comment, having them message you, having them say if they agree with what you said, having them book a call with you, any of those. But you want to call them to some kind of action at the end of pretty much everything you do, so that you can be engaging with them. It's not always to book a call with you. It's not always to buy something. Sometimes it is just to comment below, start a conversation, etc., and that's fine. But all of those things are a call to action for your audience. And when you write something that nobody responds to, it feels shitty. And it feels like, can people see this? Are people listening to me? What's going on? So I wanted to talk about 3 ways today that you can resolve this and improve your calls to action. All right. So there's 3 ways. So the first way, number 1, is urgency. Okay. Number 1 and number 2 are a little bit similar. Hey, Daria, nice to see you. Awesome. You are right on time for the bulk of the content. So I'm talking about how to, and somebody else is on live, so let me know who you are. So I'm talking about calls to action, and I'm talking about 3 ways that you can make stronger calls to action in your writing. So the first way is urgency. Urgency is all about wanting them to do it now, okay? So there's definitely a few things I want you to consider with urgency. That is, first of all, if it's to book a call with you, I highly recommend that you only allow them to book a call within the next like 3 business days, or whatever, 3 days you would be working. So if I asked you guys to book a call today, I would only open my calendar up for Saturday, because I do take calls on Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. And the reason for that is you want them to book a call. If they feel compelled to book a call, you want them to do it as soon as possible when they have that emotion and that compelled feeling to book a call. So that's one way to create urgency when they click the link and they see they need to meet with you in the next few days. And if that doesn't jive with them, if they don't have a time available or they think that's too quick or whatever, then chances are they're not a good client to talk to in one of those calls, because they're not really ready to buy. The pain or the emotion they're feeling is not strong enough. And so I highly recommend that as one way to create urgency. And so assuming that you are doing that, you would create urgency by saying, my calendar is only open for the next 3 days to do this call. Okay. Or if you're, making a post or like giving away something, like I'm giving away a free guide to blah, 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 whatever it is. And I'm only giving it away to the first 20 people that comment on this post. Or I'm only giving it away to the first 20 people that write me back. Or I'm only, giving this, or, I just ran a birthday special and I was only selling it for 1 day. So I'm only selling this for 1 day at this price, for example. Like all of those are urgency factors to get people to take action, right? So that's the first way you want to make sure you have an urgency factor in your call to action. Because if you just say, hey, it'd be really cool to talk to you on the phone about your business, click here to book, who cares? Like that's like, there's no sense of like, do it now while you feel the urgency. So that's the first way. Number 2 is scarcity, which also they overlap. But scarcity is like what I was saying, there's a limited supply. So there's a limited supply. I only have 5 spaces in my calendar to talk to people about this topic. I only have, whatever. Like I only have 5 spots in this special offer. I only have 5 copies of this thing to give you. So there's a scarce number, and it's up to you it's up to you if you want to actually maintain that scarcity, or if you want to open it up. You don't really you have unlimited spots on your calendar over the next few days, but you say there's 5. Yes, I realize that's like a little bit of fake scarcity, but it is effective. So if you want to do that, that's an option too. But scarcity is about saying that there's a limited amount of whatever you are offering. So that is especially helpful for actual sales calls, product sales, that sort of a thing. Like I'm only selling 5 of these. I'm only selling, I'm only giving this to the first person that writes back, etc. Cool. And then, hey, Daria, let me know if you have any questions, by the way. And whoever else is on, let me know who you are. Love to know who's joining me. Okay, so number 3 is variety. So this is making things seem novel, new, exciting, etc. And I, again, want to go back to the sales call example for this because I think it's just a great example. So, what I used to do is I called my sales calls discovery calls, which, by the way, I wouldn't recommend. It's super undescriptive. But I used to just call them that all the time. And then all the time I would be emailing every week saying, book a discovery call, book a discovery call, book a discovery call. So basically there's no sense of urgency or scarcity because people get in the habit of knowing that I'm going to ask them to book a discovery call every week or whatever it is. And so it seems just like something that's always going to be available, right? So what you want to do, which again, these all tie together. So this variety aspect helps create the image of scarcity and urgency too, where you want to write a piece of content and then you would want to say, like for a sales call, say that your email is all about how somebody can attract clients. So you would say, I have my calendar open for the next 2 days for attract your client strategy sessions. And then next week, my email might be about how to turn your subscribers into buyers, for example. I know that sounds kind of similar, attracting clients, turn your subscribers into buyers, but they're different. So I'm talking about how to turn your subscribers into buyers. So I just changed the name of my call to, turn your subscribers into buyers call. And then I say that I only have a few days of availability for that call. So it just makes each call seem like it is novel and new and like a different thing that they might not be able to have access to normally. So I highly recommend varying the name of what you call your sales calls. It's extremely easy to do in your scheduling system, and keep the variety. Same thing with offering special offers, like coincide them with holidays or your birthday or things like that. And it just makes it seem like it's a new thing, like, oh, this is only once a year on Thanksgiving that we're doing this Black Friday offer. So that just keeps it a variety. And so number 3 is all about variety. And that is it. So if you are on live right now and you have any questions, or you just let me know, even if you don't have a question, just say, hey, I got it, or awesome, or whatever. Whatever you got out of this, let me know. But this is your last call because I'm just going to do a review. So type it in right now. So again, today I talked about how to call your audience to take action. And the 3 ways to do that I talked about today are creating urgency, scarcity, and variety in your call to action with your words. So if you missed any of that, if you're just now tuning in, please watch the recording. It was a quick one today, so it should be efficient. And I don't see anything, so I'm just going to wait for another minute, and then I'm going to hop off. So if you don't have any questions, I'm going to be hopping off in about a minute. If you have any questions after the fact, or if you even want to copy and paste the call to action into the comments, I would be happy to review it for you. I have no problem doing that. So please, information's great, but it's not going to really do anything unless you take action on it. So I'm here to help you do that. Cool. So I did not see any questions come through. I appreciate, Daria, you for being online, and whoever else was on live. I didn't get the chance to know who you were, but you're awesome. I appreciate it. And I am going to go ahead and sign off. Have a great Friday. And I'm actually about to go live in the Unicorn Facebook group at 12:30 to talk about welcome email sequences. So if that's something you want to know about how to do, then head over there. Right now, it's called Unleash Your Inner Unicorn, and it's linked on my business page. And I will be sharing how I write my welcome email sequences. Oh, thank you, Daria. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Have a good Friday, girl. And yeah, Unicorn group in about 15 minutes if you want to hear about how to write and what to consider doing your welcome email sequence for your list. Bye.